Hello everyone, and welcome to another One Punch Man video. So today's video will be a bit different from the usual One Punch video that I make. I will be doing my very first account review of the member who just joined recently as a King level member. And his account name is this, what do you call it? I don't even know what that is. It's like, I guess, Mizu? I don't even know if that's an I. But anyways, he joined recently as a King level member. And this is one of the many benefits of becoming a member of this channel. So if you wish to get your account reviewed, please feel free to join my channel as a King level member. And of course, before I begin, I'd like to give a shout out to all the rest of the members who joined my channel. Thank you so much for the continued support. It really does motivate me to continue as a content creator. Alright, let's start off this account review by taking a look at his characters. Alright, let's sort this by... I like to sort it by BP. Let's see what it's like. So his strongest character is Carnage, followed by Boros, Zombie Man, Tank Top, Goketsu. Alright, let's take a look at his Carnage. Let's start off with character skills. Alright, level 16, a little bit over invested, but that's fine. He doesn't have that many coins, so I'm assuming he's not one of those people that spends all of his gold on skill points. That's not really smart, but this is fine. Level 16. That's a bit of an over-investment, especially for Zombie Man, but honestly, there aren't any other duelists. I guess Atomic, but Atomic is out of meta right now. Tank Top at level 11. Just start working on Goketsu's skill. Get him to about level 15, probably. Mai's at 13. King. King and Boros is fine. Well, he already did Atomic, so there's nothing you can do about that. Alloy. Should probably invest more in the Beast King. Just ignore Alloy, he doesn't really need the skill points. Tatsumaki. A little bit over-invested as well, unless you're trying to main Tatsumaki. And all the rest, honestly, can't even be bothered to look at. Right, Limit Break. Oh, he's going for 6-star Carnage. Well, he's almost halfway there. Definitely closer than me. Oh man, I wish my Carnage was this much invested in for a Limit Break. So that's one of his goals. You can also get the purple shards for Carnage and get him to... Does he have his keepsake? Let me see. Oh, he doesn't have Carnage keepsake. Darn it. If he had Carnage keepsake, I'd say he can go for Purple Awaken 5 Carnage for the extreme passive. Or not the extreme passive, the Uber passive, which is 35% damage reflection. But since he doesn't have the keepsake, the most he can go for is 4-star. I wouldn't even go for 4-star. 4 purple star. I'd probably just go for 3 purple star. Stop right there. But yeah, 6-star keeps, not keepsake. 6-star Limit Break Carnage is definitely a long-term goal. Definitely have to get lucky for the epic recruits. Boros! Yeah, you should probably get your Boros to 5-star since Gero meta's coming up. And he'll be very strong during the new meta of Gero. All the Espers, essentially. Zombie Man, probably you can 5-star him after you get... I would say get your Carnage, I mean not Carnage, Tank Top to 5-star. And you need to get Goketsu. Actually, Goketsu should be a priority right now. You need to get him to 4-star ASAP for the energy gauge. It's going to be very useful in PvP. You can ignore his 5-star because it doesn't really do much, his passive, or it doesn't like increase by much. It's only 10% extra heal rate and shield rate, which is really not worth the investments in extreme training. So yeah, definitely put Goketsu. He does have the Omni Shards. I'd probably just Omni Shard him all the way to 4-star. Just for that, for the extra stats as well. And then after that, probably go Tank Top / Boros to 5-star. And then after that, you can go for Zombie Man 5-star. Because you're eventually, at some point, you need Zombie Man at 5-star for Club Boss Boros. So he gets the extra revives. Instead of only 4 turns, he can revive up to 6 times. Which is really, really nice. Okay, so working on Tank Top. He's a 4-star King. So I guess he stopped working on King for whatever reason. Atomic Samurai can ignore. Wow, he does have the extra alloy shards. I mean, alloy can work at 3-star, but I guess if he pulls alloy one more time, I'd say you can go for 4-star. But right now, 3-star is correct. It's good enough. Oh, come on, man! Throw your Beast King in the one tournament. That way you can unlock this and evolve him further, because you're gonna need him for Club Boss Boros anyways. I'd say you can. Yeah, I'd say probably throw a little bit more investment in your Beast King just for PvE bossing. Tatsu looks like he's given up on Tatsu, so it's fine. And everything else is not really worth mentioning. Let's go to Awakening. Somehow he got his. I don't know why. I don't think this is a good idea. I really don't like putting purple stars into my zombie man because he gets HP and block, right? Block and crit resist. That's because the game determines or thinks zombie man is a tank, which he technically is, but all his skills and damage scales off attack. So it would have been better if they gave him attack percent or crit rate on this instead, or even heal rate. I don't think you can get heal rate because for the damage dealers you get crit rate instead. Yeah, you get crit rate. So I don't really think the purple stars are worth the investment, but he's already done it. So I would say do not go any further for this. But for the purple stars, I definitely would have prioritized Carnage, Tank Top, and Boros for sure. In fact, I think you should get your Boros to at least purple 3 before you start working on any other characters for Awakening. Goketsu also fits into that category where he's considered a tank, although he actually does benefit from the HP and block rate, because you can technically build tank Goketsu, which in my opinion has better long-term use than damage Goketsu. So getting Goketsu to purple 2 is also not a bad idea. So I would say the priority for purple stars is Boros, Goketsu, and then Carnage and Tank Top. And after that you can work on other characters. But yeah, it seems like he's been investing a little bit too much into Zombie Man instead. I mean, you do get his shards if you throw him into extreme training, but it doesn't mean you have to use them. So alright, let's go on to talents. Alright, of course, he's got talent 3 unlocked for Carnage. Ooh, that level 5 Vitality sigil. Give me that. I wish I had some of those. All my sigils for Vitality are only at level 4, unfortunately. Yeah, so he's pretty much unlocked everything. He's got the Unyielding on Carnage as well. BP's at 1 million, which is not bad for a earlier server. Definitely not too shabby at all. What is this? Is it a Ruthless sigil? Why do you have a Ruthless sigil on your Carnage? I mean, he does have injury on his ultimate, but he has to crit on the second hit, and the crit rate's really low. So I wouldn't really put... I don't know why you have a Ruthless sigil on here. This should be on Garo if you had Garo. If you don't have Garo, you can put it on a Meyer Zombie Man, but definitely not Carnage. I'm not going to remove it for now. I'll let you decide on whether or not you want to get rid of it. But if you want to put a offensive sigil on Carnage, the only one I can recommend pretty much is Sharp Sword. Unfortunately, your Sharp Sword is very low level. You don't have a level 4 Sharp Sword sigil, so that kind of sucks. I guess that's why you have the Ruthless on here, but it doesn't really do anything. Yeah, this effect literally does nothing on Carnage. Gives you 2000 attack. You're better off just getting a little bit more attack on the Sharp Sword sigil. Let's take a look. Is the reason why you have a Ruthless on there because you have all the Sharp Swords on Boros? Oh, that's probably why. Yeah, that's probably why. Honestly, this is the thing with Sharp Sword sigils. You don't want to fuse them too often, especially past level 4. I would rather have like 5 to 6 level 4 Sharp Sword sigils than just having 1 or 2 level 5 Sharp Sword sigils. This way, because it is probably the most, well, no, it is the most universal offensive sigil in the game. So almost every character wants a Sharp Sword sigil in their offensive slot. So I don't know if you fused this level 5 sigil from your Sharp Sword sigils before, but if you did, don't do that from now on, because you want to have more of these level 4 Sharp Sword sigils so you can put them in your other characters like Carnage, Zombie Man, Goketsu, even Tank Top Master can use it. But yeah, he has a level 5 one here on his Boros. Chaos sigil is fine, although Vitality is probably preferred. This is more of a PvP sigil, although I do think he's using his Boros for a PvP as of now. Damn, that really sucks. He doesn't have a... Actually, you know what you can do? You don't need to put 2 sharp sword sigils on Boros. I see here that you have a very high level piercing sigil, and this is actually the second best offensive sigil for damage dealers, especially single target bossing damage dealers like Boros. So what I would do is replace this level 4 sigil here with a, what do you call it? With this level 5 piercing sigil. Not only will this be very useful for bossing, it'll also help you a lot in PvP as well, when you're trying to one-shot people with your Boros. And for piercing, you can fuse this a little bit more sparingly, unlike Sharp Sword, because not everyone uses this, only your main damage dealers, the tanks and support units, they don't really use piercing sigils. So what I would do is move this Sharp Sword sigil, the level 4 one, over here to Carnage and replace the Ruthless sigil instead. Alright, speaking of Boros, his talents, seems like he's working on it. He's unlocked Talent 3, which I should be doing soon because Boros needs it. And yeah, it seems like he's just working on it. He hasn't quite gotten to the Relentless, what do you call it? The Relentless node yet. But yeah, it's definitely something everyone should be striving towards, is Talent 3 Boros. Okay, next one, Zombie Man. A little bit too much of, yeah. Oh god, no! What have you done? Why did you unlock Talent 3 on Zombie Man? Okay, so for support characters like Zombie Man and the upcoming character or core Geralt, I would not recommend opening up Talent 3. You can go up to Talent 2, but honestly, you do not need to open their Talent 3, what do you call it, tree, because it's just too much investment in a character that does not need these resources in order to function. All these talent materials you could have put into, well, he's hero side, but you could have opened up and worked on your Boros' Talent 3, and he would be all the way completed compared to Zombie Man here. Yeah, definitely. When you pull Geralt, do not do this on Geralt, but it's already too late. I mean, you can always just take Zombie Man out of talent perfection and stop training his talents, but yeah, I would not recommend putting this much investment into Zombie Man's talents. Ooh, that is sort of painful. As for the sigils, I didn't unlock the talent slots, or not talent slots, sigil slots for my Zombie Man because it requires quite a bit of SACs, and I also believe that he does not really need sigils unlocked to work, but since obviously I can tell that you spent a little bit on the game, you have the extra Star Ascension cards, I guess it's okay, but definitely do not open up the Talent 3 ones. These cost 15 Star Ascension cards, which is a lot. And another thing is, you can take out the Sharp Sword. Even though Sharp Sword is good on Zombie Man, you can use the Ruthless sigil you have on Carnage. Or is it right here? The level 5 one. Just throw it on the Zombie Man here. Just put it in the slot here, and it'll actually work a lot better for him. What is this? Resist? I mean, it's okay for now. I mean, he does use resist pretty well, but honestly, I don't think it was worth unlocking the second one. The first one's okay. I guess you can put the resist or maybe even some other sigil like the ultimate damage reduction. Because only having, I'd say, what is it, 12? That is 27 resist. It's not really going to do much, especially if the opponent builds hit. There's still a chance that the enemy Garo can cause internal injury to your Zombie Man. Resist is just a really expensive stat, and I wouldn't really go for it. It's really not worth it. If you wanted to build full resist on Zombie Man, you would have to not only invest in the sigil slots, but also in gear. Like, your gear would need resist substats, which you clearly do not have because, I mean, it's based on RNG. So definitely would not recommend going down the resist stat route. It is a very expensive and risky investment. So yeah, overall, a little bit of an overinvestment in his Zombie Man, but he can always correct this just by not putting him in talent perfection anymore, so that's fine. And in the future, probably he can reverse the sigil slots for a Zombie Man and get some of his Star Ascension cards back. Okay, moving on to tank top. Oh man, I would say tank top would also. All the investment you put in the zombie man's talents could have been put into tank top. Because you know what? Tank top's talent 3 actually gives him unyielding, just like Carnage. So if you had tank top's talent 3 unlocked, he would be so freaking strong right now. But I see another issue here. You're very low on grappler badges, unfortunately. Okay, that actually makes sense. You got Carnage, Tank Top, Goketsu, a My Mask, Alloy, Beast King. You're working on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 grapplers, man. Oh man. Even for a spender, that's a little bit too much to handle. I myself am struggling on building just 4 or 5 grapplers, and I'm afraid to play, so for you to be building 6 grapplers, oh dear god. Oh man, that's painful. I'm not going to activate this because I'm scared. I don't want to waste your resources. I don't know if you want to be using these grappler badges to limit break your Goketsu or any other character. But I would recommend, if once you have enough grappler badges or resources, you should probably start working on opening up your Tank Top Master's talents. It's definitely worth the investment. As for the sigil slots, yeah, you want just 1. You only need 1 tenacity sigil. Even though they do stack, it's still better to give your Tank Top Master vitality support sigils after you've given him at least one of these tenacity sigils. And you can fuse this as many times as you want, because pretty much no one uses this room other than Tank Top. Yeah, so that's really good. And of course, once you invest it into his talents, you can open up more sigil slots for Tank Top as well. Okay, he needs to be 4-star to open up his talents. I would also recommend opening up talents on Goketsu all the way to talent 3, as he's going to be one of your main characters. But as you can see, he's low on the grappler badge resource. What is this? This is a Bastion. Oh yeah, this is actually the best in. This is the best in slot support sigil for Goketsu. It's got level 5-1. That reduces the crit rate by 15%. Let me see. Does he have... he doesn't have a lot left. Okay, that's fine. Alright, so he's got Goketsu, correct. It's just his Goketsu needs a little bit more investment. My mask, this is fine. I remember unlocking his sigils back in Southeast Asia because I didn't have anyone else to invest in. Because I didn't have Garo or any other characters pretty much other than Carnage. But since he has so many other characters he can invest into, including Boros, I'd say, yeah, you can probably just ignore these sigils on my mask. But yeah, you should unlock his talent too when you get enough grappler badges. Right now, low on resources, obviously, so hold out on that for now. Okay, next let's take a look at his king. Can technically unlock his second talent page. For King, if you're using him as a main character, you can also go to talent 3, but although at this point you honestly have too many characters already being built up, and I think I saw that you stopped building your King, so I guess you can ignore King for now. Apparently, they treat King as a support / tank unit. I thought they'd give King like a offensive sigil slot rather than a a support sigil slot. But vitality is okay, I guess. And you have his talent page pretty much maxed out at talent 1. Let me see here. Oh, he has King's keepsake though. Why did he stop building King? Why did you stop building King if you already have his keepsake? I mean, if you have his keepsake, like, at this point, you might as well just start... You might as well invest in the King, because with his keepsake, King is actually a really, really good Esper unit, and he pairs really well with Boros in both PvP and PvE. But I don't know, since you already stopped, I don't know if there's any point in continuing in investing in the King. This is quite a tough decision, actually. Oh well, we're gonna ignore it for now. Atomic, yeah, don't don't bother with him. Alloy, right now you're very low on grappler resources, so I'd say ignore his talents. But once you gain a surplus of grappler resources, you can start putting some investment into Alloy's talents, because it does give him HP. Just don't unlock the sigils for Alloy, he doesn't need it. You can go up to at least talent 2, the second page, page 2 of his talents for the investment. Same with Beast King. First 2 pages of talent investment do not unlock any sigil slots for Beast King either. Tatsu, you've pretty much given up on, and everyone else is pretty much irrelevant. Okay, now let's take a look at his gear. So unfortunately, you don't have Carnage's keepsake. I mean, it's not the end of the world, it's just something nice to have. If you can, try to get your Carnage to 5-star insignia, but you lack the dragon badges, unfortunately. Gear-wise, HP percent broken set, really nice. It's always better to have just pure HP rather than trying to force a suit set on him, so it's really nice. So lucky too, got 2 orange HP gears. I only have 1, which is the pants slot, and purple ones are okay as well. Boros. Oh my god, this guy has Boros keepsake. Oh man, this guy spent for the Boros keepsake. Holy moly. Right, and he has his dragon badge at 3-star, not bad. Boros does need a little bit of survivability, especially in PvP. Plan on using him that way. But yeah, that Boros keepsake, extra spicy, man. Extra spicy. And of course, he's running Primo set. Wow, this Primo set is insane. Pure attack percent. And then the chest piece has block rate, which is okay. You'd want crit rate, but I mean, just having a full attack Primo set with 2 orange pieces is really nice as well. Although I would say probably don't put the Star Ascension card on the block rate chest piece. It's definitely not worth it. I mean, it's only like 2 Star Ascension cards, but it can still be spent elsewhere. It can be put somewhere else. Zombie Man. The crit rate is good. The Star Ascension card investment is fine. Full attack gear. Alright, not too bad overall. Let's take a look. No Zombie Man keepsake. Way, and I mean way too much investment in Zombie Man's exclusive badge. You should not be putting, you can maybe, I'd say at most, get it to 2-star. Even then, I wouldn't even recommend it. My Zombie Man doesn't have any Star Ascension cards invested into his exclusive badge. Because, honestly, he does not need that much HP. He can revive up to 4 times anyways, and his job is to just soak damage. By putting this much investment and this many Star Ascension cards into someone that scales off attack, it's not really a smart investment. You could have put this into someone like King, who actually needs to survive in the fights in PvP, versus Zombie Man. If he dies, he dies. It's like, he's gonna come back. He has a revive mechanism. That's the whole point. And yeah, I think this is just not a good investment. Would definitely reverse the Star Ascension card investments that we put into the S-Class badge for Zombie Man. Tank Top Master. Oh, he's got the keepsake! Dog, why are you not building your Tank Top Master when you have his keepsake already? Like, he should be, like, your Tank Top Master should be 5-star with, what do you call it, Talent 3 unlocked. If he has all of these along with his keepsake, he's going to be such a beast, especially paired up with Goketsu. So, I would definitely start prioritizing your Tank Top Master. For his gear, it's got HP speed, HP percent, HP damage rate. Overall, pretty good. Yeah, not too bad for the gear, but and he's got a 4-star exclusive badge. Also really nice. Yeah, man, if you have Tank Top Master's keepsake, you might as well go all in on Tank Top as well. Goketsu. Oh my god, no freaking way. He has Goketsu's keepsake! Oh my god, he has freaking Goketsu's keepsake. Dragon badge at level 3 as well. Wow. This Goketsu's gonna hit extra hard. Holy crap. Although the one issue with Goketsu or going offensive Goketsu as you're doing right now with attack, gear, except for one piece, which is HP, is even though he'll do a fair amount of damage, he doesn't have a proper setup. Like, if you had Garo, then I would definitely recommend going full damage crit Goketsu. However, since you don't really have a sub DPS setup like Garo, or even someone like, let me think of another setup, like Metal Knight, who can proc injury on everyone, or a lot of people, then he's actually not going to be able to deal that much damage compared to someone who has a setup with Goketsu. And you have Tank Top Master anyways on the same team, so I think it would actually be better if you went full tank Goketsu and paired them with your Tank Top Master and sort of build a stall lineup rather than an OTK lineup, because you're not going to be able to OTK a lot of lineups without the proper setup of either injury or internal injury. So yeah, that's probably one thing I would change about his Goketsu. Even though he has his keepsake, which will increase the damage by quite a bit, I still think it's probably better to go tanky Goketsu rather than full damage. My mask, full attack gear. No Primo set, but I mean, he's already using it on his Boros, so to be expected. Keepsake. The exclusive badge I would also revert. It's a little bit too much of an investment. I'd say at most 2-star is probably enough. I know you need a certain amount of HP in order to tackle Club Boss Boros, which he's not even there yet. You need around 800k or 850k HP in order to tackle Club Boss Boros safely, if you want to do that. So the investments in the S-Class, or not, A-Class badge on a my opinion is definitely a waste. I will revert this and put my Star Ascension cards elsewhere. And now we get to King, which I'm honestly just confused. You have his keepsake, but at some point, I don't know when, you stop investing in your King when you have his keepsake. If you have his keepsake, you might as well all in on King, because he's still a strong unit. A lot of the players on my... Actually, the top 10 players, I think at least 7 of them have a 5-star King, either with or without keepsake. Fully invested in, and that's why they're in the top 10, because King not only energy seals, he does a bunch of damage with his Ultra Ultimate from his passive, and he heals his entire team. He actually heals a lot more with his keepsake as well. So I don't know, man. I mean, at this point, it is a little bit late to start investing in a King, because we're already moving into Gyro era, and by then, Energy Seal is not really too big of a thing, because you start off both rounds with 6 energy, so just sealing 2 energy off, they can still cast 2 ults, and his damage is not going to be strong enough to burst through Gyro Core. So, I don't know, at this point. I wouldn't invest in the King anymore either, but... yeah, I don't know. It's just a weird decision for you to stop investing into him when you had his keepsake in the first place. The Star Ascension cards are okay on speed. It's running like a mix hybrid King, mostly just for the speed, which is fine. Also don't know why he's not deployed in your main lineup. I don't know, I'll have to take a look at his PvP lineup and see if he's actually using King or not. Atomic, I guess I can ignore it. He has his keepsake. I think you get his keepsake actually for free from that one event in the very beginning, but you still have to be a large spender in the game in order to... you have to be rank 1 for that particular event in order to get the Atomic Samurai keepsake. Alloy, this is fine. Maybe a little bit too much in the S-Class badge, but it's okay. It's not as bad as like a My Mask's A-Class badge or the Zombie Man class badge. Like, I would rather you put your Star Ascension cards into a tank like this for the exclusive badge, so that's not too bad, I guess. Beast King, you don't have his keepsake? Or you don't have, you have it. I'd say it's probably worth it. Yeah, it's probably worth it. Even though you're never using his Ultra Ultimate, the extra attack is just really nice. And eventually, you might want to consider going for P5 Beast King. This is like in the far future, although by that time you might already have Red Mosquito Girl. Technically, you could still use Beast King with Red Mosquito Girl. You'll end up reverting your Amai Mask, but Beast King can still be used because it can still do follow-up attacks whenever there's injury. So you'll have both Beast King and Red Mosquito Girl doing follow-up attacks. So I don't know. Personally, I already have my Beast King at 3-star keepsake and no Star Ascension cards in the exclusive badge, which is fine. Just have to level up the exclusive badge to make sure he does not blow up during the Club Boss Challenge. He has Tatsu's Why do you have Tatsu's keepsake? Okay, Tatsu doesn't have any gear. It's like it looks like he's just given up on both King and Tatsu. Tatsu I can somewhat understand, although I don't know why. The only I think it was in the claw machine. That's how you got Tatsu's keepsake. But why would you even pull for Tatsu's keepsake if you're just gonna end up not building her? I mean, I guess you don't have the proper setup for Tatsu. You either need Metal Knight or Garo for Tatsu to work. Yeah, I don't know. Like, if you're not gonna use Tatsu, you might as well just reverse both of these and use the star. Yeah, I would probably just reverse both the Tatsu keepsake and the S-class badge insignia and just put your Star Ascension cards elsewhere, somewhere like probably in Goketsu, Carnage, maybe more in the Boros as well. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, definitely don't bother with Tatsu anymore. Next, we're gonna go into the home. And in the home, we are going to go over the figurines, the lab investments, as well as the training hall. First, let's go into the figurines. Alright. See how you're doing in terms of figurines. Let's see. Plan. Wow, he's already got the 5-star completed, so he's working on 6-star now. Yeah. Alright. His first page is good. Wow, holy crap. He has the 6-star or the 5-star achievement already achieved on this one as well. I guess it's to be expected. He's spent in the game. I'm still working on my triple staff lily and eyelashes to 5-star, so I'm currently stuck at the moment. Yeah, seems fine. About this one, he still got one more 5-star. What do you call it? He needs one more. Probably do Sluggerus or Frogman. For this one, you can get Hammerhead to 5-star. Sonic eventually. He doesn't have Child Emperor, surprisingly enough. Spent that much in the game, but still hasn't pulled CE. Quite unfortunate. It's just RNG for you right there. I'd probably just work on all the Paradisers, Hammerhead, and Sonic to be your next your 5-star characters on this group. Mosquito Girl, can work on that. Tank Top should be 5-star at this point. Combo just cause why not? And then probably 2 of the what do you call it? These are all grapplers. Just pick 2, and you can have the 5 characters at 5-star for this page. This one's a tough one. Stinger obviously is good, and unfortunately, I think your best option is probably these 3 what do you call it? Octopus-looking things and All Back Man. But this one will definitely take a while. Would not recommend Deep Seeking, Puri, or what do you call it? Messenger of Death, because they all use the grappler badges, which you are very low on as of right now. Golden Ball, yeah, that seems right. Oh wow, he has Melzagard! I didn't even notice that he had Melzagard on his account. Wow, that is crazy. So he has it's a 3-star Melzagard. Hold on. Let me go back real quick. What the heck? Where's this Melzagard? Okay, it's over here. Okay, so I would say you can start maybe. Let me see. Garo, Boros. Melzagard's not bad, but you already have alloys, so I guess you can forget about Melzagard. Although he does slot really well in the Garo course, so that's why I was considering maybe you can put him in your Garo lineup, but honestly, probably better just to slot alloy in during that era, since he's already built up anyways. And he's a better version. He does the job better than Melzagard, honestly. Probably just putting King as the extra Esper. Alright, never mind, forget about that, but it was just interesting to figure out that he has Melzagard on his account. Holy crap. Okay, so I think we're here. 4-star. He's still working on the 4-star. Probably Don Pacino, and I guess eventually slowly build up Melzagard. These three, honestly, are really hard to get. Doesn't have Gory Boss yet, and I don't really recommend building Gory Gonchu. So, on the Group 8, Sky King. Oh, Boros is going to be 5-star eventually, so it's going to be these three, and I guess any of the stupid Sky King followers, because they're fairly easy to limit break. For King, I mean, at this point, I probably wouldn't 5-star him either. It's just going to take too long, and by the time you get him to 5-star, he'd be pretty much irrelevant at that point. Next one. Silver Fang you're going to get, but would not recommend going past 3-star for him. It's honestly just going to be these 5 Alloy, which eventually if you get into 5-star, it's actually worth the investment. And then these two, so pretty straightforward there. So my mask. Zombie Man needs to be 5-star. So it's going to be Zombie Man, a Mai, Clone, this guy, and probably D-pad. Wouldn't really recommend putting too much limit break investment in the Metal Bat, as he's about to fall off the meta anyways. Unfortunately, he does not have Goro on this page. Feels bad. Oh wow, he's Bakuzan. He has all the new SRs, which I'll be making a video on eventually. This one's pretty straightforward, just these 4. Sonic, Bakuzan, and Magic Man, Genos. King's not worth it, just you're going to be stuck on here for a while with that. Goketsu, I wouldn't recommend 5-starring him. Yeah, this page you can just probably ignore, because it's too difficult to get all of them to 5-stars, so just work on Goketsu to 4-star, and that's pretty much it. Do you get a bonus? No, you don't even get a bonus. Okay, these are all empty, so we can just... Oh, there's a G4. I mean, eventually you want to get G4 to around 3-star, 3 or 4-star, but yeah, this page is pretty much empty, and everything else is also empty as well. So that is it for the figurines. Next, let's take a look at his lab investments. Okay, unfortunately we don't have the infrastructure system yet implemented. It's already like here, but we can't buy the keys. So unfortunately all the extra cores we have, we can't use their bonus stats. Let's see, okay. I would actually recommend investing in Bakuzan's core, if you can. Right now it seems, let me see. You have Geno's core, quite leveled up. I mean, it's pretty common because his core parts are the most common compared to the other core parts that we get. But if you take a look at the stats, it's not that great. You get DOT boost and you get column attack boost. Now granted, you do have a tank top master and you do benefit from the column attack boost. But honestly, the DOT boost, unless you're building like a Gory Boss or Kombu DOT team right now, or if you have Chose, this bonus stat from the DOT boost doesn't really help you. And even by the time ATT or Awakened Tatsumaki comes out, you can just use Gero Core, because Gero Core also gives DOT boost, rather than just using the Geno's Core. So I would never really... I really don't like... A lot of people say use Geno's Core just because you get the most parts for him and you'll get the most stats, but those stats are... You don't use the stats, so even if you get more stats from the Geno's Core, it's not really worth it, in my opinion. So instead, what I would do is take the Geno's Core out and put in the Bakuzan Core. I don't know if you have any... I don't think you have any parts in it. I'm just going to test this real quick. So obviously right now you can't use it because he's not even level 1. But starting from now on, I would say start looking into parts or investing parts into Bakuzan Core. Because if you take a look, it's the exact same as a Mai Core. You get all characters injury plus 3 for the first 3 levels, or the level 2 and level 3. And then after that, you get single attack boost 3% for level 5, level 6, and it's the same thing as you go further and further. On top of that, if we take a look, is it his level 10 core? I forgot which one it was. Yes, it's his level 10 core. You grant 3 energy at the start of the battle, 1 bonus energy every turn. That's his basic. If you look at his advanced core, increases team speed by 20% when turn 1 starts, and grants 20% ultimate boost damage for all allies. So Bakuzan's core level 10 is actually very, very strong in Live Clash. It's not strong in regular PvP or PvE because it's like a burst. It's a burst core. It's a core used to burst down your opponent. And we're going to move into the meta where it's just going to be impossible to OTK the opponent unless you have Genos in the Gyro core, but I'm going to save that for another video. But however, in Live Clash, since these stats are not based off of gear and they're all based off of your character's base stats and the Live Clash runes, it's actually possible to burst down your opponent in one turn using this core. And the speed boost also really helps. So if you're into Live Clash, this is definitely an investment you want to be looking into. But that's just an added bonus. The main reason you want to invest in the Bakuzan core is for the injury boost and the single attack damage boost. It's going to greatly help you in bossing. If you pair that along with the My core that you already have leveled up, you also get injury boost and single attack boost. So for the cores that are currently out, this is what I recommend. Everything here, replace Genos with the Bakuzan core. Let me see if there's any other cores that you don't have. You don't have CE core, which is a little bit unfortunate because the stats you get from him, I believe, are extra damage bonus and row attack. Although row attack is pretty much pointless. And at some point, extra damage will be pretty pointless as well. So this is more of a early to mid game core that you want to be leveling up. Once you get to the super end game, during bomb era or even SSR plus era, then the Prodigy power core doesn't really help you that much. So it's fine that you don't have it. You can just use the current cores that you have right now. And I'm actually going to reorder. Let me see. Can I reorder this? No, I cannot. Okay. Well, I'm just going to tell you which cores you should be prioritizing. The most important core you should always be prioritizing is Mosquito Girl core. Her stats that you, even if you don't use like the different level powers or cores that she has, the stats that you get for leveling her up is heal rate and AoE attack damage boost. And these two stats will be used pretty much throughout any meta in this game. You're always going to have an AoE attack damage dealer, and heal rate will always be a thing moving forward past the Zombie Man era. Every single lineup is going to have some sort of healing, or is going to need some sort of healing. So she is the most important core that you should be prioritizing on, at least for leveling up. The next two, I'd say, would just be Amai and Bakuzan, especially if you want to have a good PvE bossing lineup, just because injury is always going to be a thing, especially if you're using Zombie Man for bossing. He has a very easy way of proccing injury just with his basic attack. And of course for bossing, you want single attack damage boost. And honestly, every character does some sort of single attack damage boost, because if they're not casting their ultimate, then they're using their basic attack, which is always going to be a single attack boost. And this will obviously, it's just going to benefit you in general. So these two, always recommend, even if you don't plan on like going super hard on bossing, it's just a really good core in general, these two, for the injury and single target attack boost. So Mosquito Girl first, and then these two next, the Amai and Bakuzan. Next, let me see. Heal rate column is good for you, but for people who aren't using tank top, it's not that great. Shield rate, bonus damage reduction. It's good for now. It's very strong for now. It's okay. Later on, not that great. Shield break and heal rate. I would probably say... Okay, for you specifically, Deep Sea King is the next best thing. Mainly because of the shield rate and the bonus damage reduction. The bonus damage reduction eventually will be pretty worthless during the bomb era, but that's going to be a little whiles from now. Right now, you want to level this up just for the shield rate, and the bonus damage reduction is relevant right now. There's a lot of bonus damage going on, especially with Kings and Carnage Kabutos running around. So, Deep Sea King, for you specifically, will be the next priority. Not necessarily for everyone else. And then after that, probably Zombie Man core. Actually, I'll go for Zombie Man core. Because you get heal rate, which is always going to be useful. And since you're using Tank Top Master, or for anyone else that's using Tank Top Master, the column attack boost actually does help you. It doesn't help me because I don't use Tank Top Master. That's why I'm not really prioritizing Zombie Man Core. But for you, this is very important. So this will be the next one. And then the last one, obviously, is going to be Dr. Genius. Right now, it's okay. It does give heal rate, which is really nice. But the shield break is not too great, even though there's a lot of tenacity users right now. When we switch into Gyro Core, unless everyone's running Tank Top Master, which a lot of people won't be, the shield rate doesn't really become that relevant anymore because there won't be that many tenacity users during the Gyro era. It comes back when Bomb era arrives because there's going to be a resilient shield up the entire battle. So the shield break actually does help along with the heal rate. So it's not a bad core, and it'll always see some relevant use in most of the metas, but for now, this is probably your least priority. But, I mean, you already got it to level 5, so you're good to go on that front. As for now, I'm going to remove the Bakuzan core. Just remember, when you get the chance, start investing into it, and just forget about the Justice Power. Just try not to pick, like, the extra parts you get from core trials and everything for Genos. Just pick all the ones I said to prioritize instead. So I'm just going to leave it at that. Okay, and finally, let's take a look at his training hall. Oh my god. Holy crap, he 100% all of his training hall! Oh my god! Man, that... Okay, I have nothing to say to this. That must have been a huge coin drain, because... Okay, for everyone else, I would never recommend doing this. This is just, like, a huge resource drain. I mean, it's something you want to do eventually, but I would never rush this. Like, oh my god. Christ, dude. Yet he still has this many training books left over. I don't even know. I don't even know anymore. I guess it's just something that the whales can afford, but the rest of us can't. Yeah, I don't even have any of my training halls at 100%. Like the first one I have at like probably 80%. Once I finish that, I'll work on the second training hall in order to unlock the skill training, but it's definitely not something I'm rushing because the BP stats you get from this are almost negligible. Yeah, I mean, if you want to do this, go ahead, but I wouldn't recommend it. Yeah, I'll definitely not recommend this. And if you are going to do it, you're going to have to do it one at a time, which is really, really, really tedious. Really do not recommend this. Oh my god. Wait, for the skill training, let me take a look real quick. Yeah, it's... Oh my god. No. No. Look at this! Okay, you get one that's sort of worth it. And you get this much. You get that much of a gain. Yeah. I would never recommend anyone to 100% all their training halls just to unlock, like, the skill and battle training. I mean, like I said, you eventually want to do it, but nah. Definitely not something you want to rush. Okay, let's get out of here before I lose my mind. Holy crap. Alright, last thing before I end off the video is to fix his lineup, or do some tweaking, and then we're going to do a few PvP matches, I guess, and see how that goes for us. Okay. It should be good now, right? Alright, good. Alright, so this is what's going to happen. Tank Top's going to ult, generate 2 energy, King's going to ult, seal 2 energy, Goketsu's going to basic attack, cause internal injury, generate 2 energy, and then Boros is going to pancake whoever's in this column. Zombie Man's going to auto, and then Carnage is going to auto as well. Next turn, you should have enough energy for your Goketsu to ult. So yeah, basically this is just you trying to survive the first couple of rounds. And the reason why I put HP gear on Goketsu once again is to make him more of a tank rather than a damage dealer, AoE damage dealer. So that way he's actually able to be in the front as a frontliner. And this placement actually allows for your entire back line to get the tenacity rate up boost because he's next to Tank Top. It's going to boost up his tenacity or shield rate. And when Tank Top ults, these two units here, King and Boros, will get the a stronger shield, essentially. And since he's next to Zombie Man, it increases Zombie Man's heal rate. So you'll actually get more healing for your entire team based off of the Zombie Man core. And of course, giving Carnage the extra heal rate as well when he ults is a really nice thing as well. So I think this setup is probably the strongest setup you can have as of right now. We're going to test it out real quick. against some of these people on the leaderboard. Okay, let's give this a shot. Oh wow, wait, I thought it was like rank 4 earlier. I guess it's BP. Wait, did his BP actually go up? That's BP. No, this isn't his BP. I don't know, whatever. Apparently he's rank 2 in terms of BP. Let's just take a look at this guy. This is the rank 1 for the arena PvP on his server. He's in the same club. I don't know if this is his actual PvP lineup. If it isn't, it's whatever. I don't want to waste his arena attempts for a day, so let's just take a look and see if this works out. See if the lineup I made is an improvement or not. Oh, turn on auto. So his opponent starts off with, what do you call it, Tank Top Master's Ultra Ultimate. Garo followed up with his Ultra Ultimate as well. Hopefully, oh, nah, we're not gonna win. Like, his King's already dead. Oh no, oh my god. So this is what I mean by, if you have Garo, then you can go full damage Goketsu, because you can actually one-shot the entire opponent team. But since you don't have Garo, like this guy, going tank Goketsu is better, but honestly, the only reason you can't beat this guy is just because he has a faster team than you. So, your tank top didn't even get a chance to cast his ultimate before he blew up your entire backline. So even if you ran both, either this team comp that I have here, or even if you went attack with Alloy in the back line, I don't think it makes so much of a difference. Yeah, this guy's just he's a bigger whale essentially than what you are, unfortunately. All right, so yeah, pretty much no way that he can win this match. We can test it. I can go put Alloy in the back instead of having King. Just go back to Alloy real quick. Where is he? Where's Alloy? Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. Just give him some random HP gear and see if it does anything. I don't think it's gonna make much of a difference. HP, HP percent, and I don't know, just this, I guess. Okay. And what we're gonna do is take out King, put this guy here. I think Goketsu's still better in the front line. Maybe not. I guess we can try this. See if this works. Let me see. Ultimate damage reduction. The problem with this setup is your backline doesn't get as nasty shield. But then again, like I said, his team is just faster than your tank. Do you have any more HP speed gear? What we need to do is make your tank top as fast as possible. It's the same slot. Same slot. Nope. No. You'd be forced to run HP speed, or purple gear instead of orange gear, so it's not gonna work out. Yeah, I don't think it's really gonna matter. In fact, you know what we can do? We can even put tank top in the back, like this, and just protect your Boros, and Goketsu just serves as like a support tank unit as well. This is literally as protective as you can get for Boros in terms of a lineup. So let's see if this works. I don't think it's gonna work, because like I said before, your tank top doesn't even get a chance to ult against this guy. So we're just gonna have to fight someone else after this to test it out. Let's see if Alloy actually saves your backline from dying here. He might. I don't know. No! No! No. I mean, it saves... Okay. It saves your tank top from dying, but your Boros is still dead. Oh man, even your Goketsu is dead. Oh my lord. Yeah, this is what I mean. It doesn't matter, honestly. This guy just has more money than you. He just has Garo and Goketsu. So he's able to just one-turn kill most of your lineup, at least all your main characters. So I think I'm just going to skip this. There's no way we're going to win this. Yeah. Unfortunate. Alright, let's go back to the other lineup I made. Tackle some other players and see how that works out for us. But yeah, I would recommend this for now. Since you can also use King in the upcoming Garo meta. I mean, you can use Alloy too, but for now, I think this is just the best lineup you can come up with. Alright. Let's go to... Let me make sure the speed tune's correct real quick. Speed 1, speed 2, speed 3, speed 4. Yep, that's right. Alright, let's see who else we can fight. I guess we're gonna have to drop down to rank 3 and start bullying some other people. Alright. Okay, never mind. Let's not bully this guy, because that's clearly not his PvP lineup. He's using bossing units. Okay, next one. Alright, there we go. Here's another guy with, what do you call it? Goketsu and Garo on the same team, so it's another one-turn kill team. See if this makes any difference at all. Okay, at least I think our tank top can move. At least we're not going to get one-shotted, I think. Alright, so it's our tank top's turn. Get his Goketsu. King's going to energy seal him. Alright. Goketsu's going to basic attack. But this will generate 2 energy for your Boros to PANCAKE? Are we going to one-shot his Carnage? Come on, power of PANCAKE. Oh! Look at that! Look at that! We one-shot his Carnage! Man, your Boros is cracked, dude. I wish my Boros was like that, but obviously I don't have the money to spend for keepsake. And as you can see here, the energy seal actually makes a difference because his Goketsu did not get to ult. Yeah, you see that? He didn't have the energy to one-turn kill your team with the Garo Goketsu combo. And this works because he's not as fast as the other whale. Alright, tank top's gonna ultra ult. Obviously, the energy seal is not gonna matter much this turn because both teams have like pretty much around 8 to 10 energy. But it's really useful for the first round. On top of the heal as well. Now here's the problem with using Boros as of right now. When you run into Zombie Man like that, Boros kind of gets stuck, unfortunately. Good news is, we finished off his entire front line. Bad news is, can your team survive the one-turn kill this turn? We'll see. Oh wait, your Goketsu's already dead. Shit, I didn't even realize that. Okay, just King died. Not too big of a deal. Not that big of a deal. Boros. His Boros died. No, I don't think you can win this if your Boros dies. It's unfortunate. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna win this one, unfortunately, either. It's just your Goketsu and Tank Top Master aren't well invested enough. You put up too many resources into your Zombie Man for whatever reason. Like, you have all the resources you put into Zombie Man. You could have easily put into Tank Top and Goketsu. That way Goketsu can actually survive the onslaught of all the attacks that he's taking right now. Yeah, I think we lost this one too. I actually want to do this fight one more time because I wasn't paying attention to when and how this Goketsu actually died. So we're going to do this fight one more time. I think he might have just died to the injury debuff and Garo's internal injury debuff of the second round. That might have been it. Okay. Gonna one-shot his Carnage again. Oh yeah, you get internally injured by the opponent's Goketsu too. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Died on turn 1. Yeah, your Goketsu's just not tanking enough. That's another issue there. And I can't really move, can I move his Goketsu? I guess I technically could. I could move Tank Top over here and then Goketsu over there. The only issue with that is then some of the units would not get the full passive debuff. One of the issues of Boros, unfortunately, like I said before, he can only hit the front line. And if there's a Zombie Man, you kind of just get stuck there. Alright, let's see if your Boros survives, like he did this turn. It might make a difference. Because now he's actually able to hit someone that's not Zombie Man. I'm pretty sure Tank Top's gonna get one shot here, I hope. Yep. We might have a chance this time around, maybe. It all depends on whether or not your Boros stays alive, because he's the carry. Heal back to full HP. Okay. Oh, don't die. Boros, you can do it. You can do it, Boros. Oh, your Boros is alive. Okay. There's a chance. Although your Carnage is dead. Unless he unyields. No. Oh my god, no. Ah! Yeah, that's one thing I hate about Boros. You just can't hit the back line, unfortunately. It's close. It's really close. You just need a tankier Tank Top Master, so his shield is larger for your back line. And you need a tankier Goketsu, so he's able to survive past round 1 and actually be able to use his ultimate. Yeah, that's the only unfortunate thing. In fact, let me try this again. This is the last time I'm going to attempt this. Actually, no. I need to fix the lineup first. What we are going to do is actually put King in the front and put Goketsu in the back. I guess we can put Zombie Man here now. And Carnage here? Yeah, sure, Carnage here. Why not? And the reason why I want to do this is because since your Goketsu's not tanky enough, I still want him to be alive. So I guess I'll put him in the back. And you'll still get the column damage rate up. Or the, not column damage rate up, the shield rate up and heal rate up for your back line. And since he's still in front of Zombie Man, your whole team will still get the heal rate up as well for the entire team. So we're going to see if this actually works out. I want to see, because your Goketsu ended up dying before even round 2 during those fights. So we didn't really get to see much of him. Hopefully this does. This will probably make a difference. The only thing is your King's probably going to die at turn 1. But honestly, other than the energy seal turn 1, your King doesn't have any other purpose than that. So I'm actually okay with him dying after casting his ultimate on turn 1. So this should be okay. Hopefully it changes the outcome a little bit. Alright, there goes his Carnage as usual. There. See, your King is dead. This is a trade-off. Do you want your King to be alive, or do you want your Goketsu? And the obvious answer is Goketsu, since he's going to be a tank and dealing more damage than King anyways. So King has served his purpose. Your Boros does lose the bonus damage from his ultimate for having extra Hespers, but it's fine. He already killed off the enemy's Carnage, so it's not that bad. Alright, there you go. Now your Goketsu gets to cast his Ultra Ultimate. And it does a fair amount, considering he's going full HP. Would have been nice if it killed off the enemy Zombie Man, so that way you can actually get to his back line, but I guess we'll have to settle for this. Alright, now we just need your back line to not die to the enemy Goketsu, please. Please, for the love of God. Okay. Oh, we're good! We're good. Your Carnage is dead, unfortunately. Unless he unyields. Oh, he unyields! I lied. He's still alive. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Dude, if you had Ultra Ultimate here, he healed to like almost half HP, but can't have everything in life, unfortunately. Hope your tank. Yeah, see, the biggest issue here, your tank top is too squishy, man. He doesn't have enough investment. If he survived that, I think it would have made a difference. Alright. Well, there goes his tank top. I don't think we're winning this one either. Because your Boros is dead here. I don't think Goketsu can... what do you call it? 1v3, unfortunately. Yeah, it's not happening. Alright, unfortunate. But, to end things off for this video, my suggestions would be, obviously, right here. Shift your investments into Tank Top Master and Goketsu. These two units are going to be your priority for the next upcoming months. Obviously, still work on Boros since he's going to be your main damage dealer in both PvP and PvE. But definitely, you need to get Tank Top Master to 5-star and Goketsu to 4-star as soon as possible. Okay guys, well that's going to be it for this One Punch Man video. Definitely a lot longer and lengthy compared to the other One Punch Man videos I've made, obviously because it takes a lot of time to fully review and give suggestions on these accounts. But other than that, if you guys wish to get your account reviewed as well, don't forget to join as a King level member. And if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe as well. But other than that, I'll see you guys in the next One Punch Man video. Peace!